Manchester United's glorious Champions League campaign of 199,899 began 19 years ago this week with an epic opener against Barcelona at Old Trafford. Sir Alex Ferguson's Reds drew 33 with the Spanish Giants having made the group stages via a qualifier against Polish side LKS Łódź. The Barca thriller was the start of an exhilarating never-to-be-forgotten ride to the final triumph in the Nou Camp against Bayern Munich the following May. United's European stock was rising and reached a high in Barcelona that humid evening. The Reds had become a superpower on the continent. There were some dips in status to come, but the position in the elite was further cemented in 2008 in Moscow when they became European champions again for the third time in the club's history. United celebrate in 1999. Two more finals in 2009 and 2011 firmly established them amongst the select. But it has been a gradual slip down the rankings since. Group eliminations, barren campaigns with the Champions League and Europa League combat instead. Now United have to re-establish themselves at the top table. The learning curve is back at a low point, as low as in 1994 when Barcelona swept aside a depleted United double-winning dream team hampered by the foreigner rule, or the point in 1996 when Fergie's fledgling Euro side were taken apart in Turin by Juventus. United lineup for the lesson in Turin in 1996. It was only 10 in Italy in the group match, but the tight scoreline didn't tell the full story. United had to learn quickly, grow up and grow up fast. They did, reaching the semi-final in that 199,697 season, a quarter-final 12 months later, and then the pinnacle in 99. Jose Mourinho's United are arguably coming from a more solid base than Ferguson's Reds over 2 decades ago. The Europa League final triumph in Stockholm last May against Ajax is an excellent base from which the current United squad can grow. Manchester United given Champions League warning from Ander Herrera. Only Michael Carrick and Juan Mata have won the big trophy. Antonio Valencia and Chris Smalling have been to a final with United, while Paul Pogba experienced one with Juventus. The rest are largely Champions League novices. But with a European triumph from Sweden on the CV, the bulk of last season's squad now have to prove they can take the next step. It was a marathon journey to the Friends Arena showpiece last season, and while Mourinho argued at the time the names in the group like Fenerbahce and Feyenoord was like a Champions League group, it was far from it. Jose Mourinho, accounting for those two, plus Oya Luhansk, in the group and later Saint-Etienne, Anderlecht, Celta Vigo and Ajax, does not equate to the quality United will meet in the knockouts of the Champions League if they can overhaul Basel, CSKA Moscow and Benfica. They have upgraded their ambitions at Old Trafford and will need to upgrade their game. Nobody will know that better than Jose Mourinho. The Portuguese has won the Champions League with Porto and Inter Milan and has been beaten in 6 semi-finals. He knows how to create sides who can go the distance to the last hurdle at least. United have not had that considerable depth of knowledge in the Champions League since Ferguson retired. David Moyes had no top-table background, and Louis van Gaal's Champions League success was in 1995 and a final in 2010. As a result, United have stumbled down the pecking order. The formidable name has to be rebuilt, and Mourinho has the credentials to do it. Some might argue that even Mourinho himself has to reconstruct his own European standing. Two giants of the Champions League needing coming together to restore former glories. It promises to be an interesting ride. Get all the latest Manchester United news first with our new app. Download it here now.